Welcome back to the channel. I'm so excited you're here because today we're talking about how to better yourself as a woman. But don't worry, this isn't about being perfect or changing who you are. It's about growing into the best version of you, feeling more confident, more in control, and just happier. So, grab a comfy spot and let's get into it. Okay, first things first, how well do you know yourself? Like, really know yourself? I feel like so many of us just get caught up in the routine of life that we lose track of what makes us us. Think about it. What do you actually enjoy? What are you good at? What drains you? If you take a second to really reflect, you might surprise yourself. It's all about self-awareness. Once you figure out those little details, it becomes so much easier to make decisions that actually make you happy. Now, let's talk about self-love. I know, we hear this phrase all the time, but it's way more than just treating yourself to a spa day. It's about being your own best friend. Seriously, if you make a mistake, would you beat yourself up like you sometimes do? Or would you be kind, like you'd be to a friend who messed up? We've got to start talking to ourselves better. Instead of saying, "Ugh, I can't do this," say, "I'm learning. I'm not there yet." It's all about those small mindset shifts. And while we're on the topic of self-love, let's chat about boundaries. Boundaries are your best friend when it comes to protecting your energy. How many times have you said yes to something you didn't want to do just to please someone else? It's exhausting, right? Learning to say no without feeling guilty is a game changer. It doesn't mean you're selfish. It just means you're taking care of yourself. And trust me, the more you practice setting boundaries, the easier it gets. Another thing we need to remember is that growth takes time. I mean, we all want things to happen overnight, but real change doesn't work that way. Don't overwhelm yourself by trying to do everything at once. If you want to start reading more or get into fitness, start small. Read just a few pages a day or go for a short walk. It doesn't sound like much, but it adds up and you'll start seeing the results before you know it. Also, can we talk about mindset? If you're always doubting yourself or thinking negatively, it's going to hold you back big time. Start working on that positive mindset. No, it's not about pretending everything's perfect, but focusing on what you can control and finding those little wins, even on bad days. Believe in yourself. You deserve happiness, and you're totally capable of creating it for yourself. Change, let's face it, it can be scary. But honestly, without change, there's no growth. Whether it's changing your habits or even the people around you, it's something we can't avoid if we want to improve. And yes, it's uncomfortable, but the beauty of change is that it often leads to something so much better. Don't be afraid of it, embrace it. Speaking of the people around you, they really matter. Ever been around someone who just drains your energy? It's hard to grow when you're constantly surrounded by negativity. You deserve to be around people who support you and lift you up. If someone isn't contributing positively to your life, it's okay to distance yourself. You've got to protect your peace, you know? Here's something else: never stop learning. I don't care how old you are, you're never too old to pick up a new skill or dive into something new. Learning makes you more confident and opens doors to new opportunities. So, whether it's reading, taking a class, or learning something random online, keep expanding your knowledge. It's an investment in yourself. Now, we've got to talk about body image for a second. We're constantly bombarded with messages about what we should look like, but you know what? There's no one-size-fits-all definition of beauty. Focus on staying healthy, but don't stress over unrealistic beauty standards. Celebrate your body for all that it does for you. When you appreciate it for its strength and abilities, you naturally feel better about how you look. Confidence, this is a big one. But here's the thing, confidence isn't about looking perfect or having it all together. Confidence comes from within, from owning who you are. Stop comparing yourself to others. It's your unique journey, and there's no one else like you. The sooner you realize that, the sooner you'll feel comfortable in your own skin. Another thing we often overlook is independence. There's something incredibly empowering about being able to rely on yourself. Whether it's financially, emotionally, or in your career, independence gives you a sense of control over your life. Start building those skills, whether it's managing your money better, learning something new, or simply making decisions that align with what you want, not what others expect. And I can't stress this enough. Take care of your mental health. We're so focused on external things, but mental health is just as important. Whether it's through journaling, meditating, or simply taking a break, make sure you're checking in with yourself. Life gets overwhelming, and when you take care of your mind, everything else falls into place a little easier. Last but not least, celebrate your progress. No matter how small it seems, it's still progress. Maybe you started a new habit, maybe you handled a difficult situation with grace, or maybe you just made it through a rough day. Whatever it is, take a moment to recognize how far you've come. You deserve it. That's it for today. I hope this chat helped you feel more motivated to focus on yourself and keep growing. Remember, it's not about perfection, it's about progress and enjoying the journey. Oh, and don't forget to have fun along the way. I feel like sometimes we get so caught up in self-improvement that we forget to enjoy the journey. Remember to do things that bring you joy, even if they don't seem productive. Whether it's dancing around your living room, binge watching your favorite show, or just having a laugh with friends, those moments of joy and fun are just as important as the work we put in to grow. Life is about balance, right? If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe so we can keep having these real conversations. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and I'll catch you in the next video.